By default, VLAN 1 exists on all switches. Yes or no? Then anything else? One VLAN means one VLAN means one broadcast domain. One VLAN means one broadcast domain. And by default, all ports of switches belongs to VLAN 1. And VLAN database stored in VLAN.dat file into flash memory. These are just very basic things about VLAN. Hope you all already know these things. Anyone have confusion, guys, in these things? VLAN stands for virtual local area network. It is used to break broadcast domain. It can be identified by a number. So it is an 12 bits decimal value. So range can be 0 to 2 to the power 12. So range is 0 to 4095. And 0 and 4095 VLAN are reserved. There are two types of VLAN. One is standard and one is extended. We will understand what is the difference between standard and extended when we are using standard VLAN and when we are using extended VLAN. For now, just understand the standard VLAN only. Extended VLAN is used in ISP network. This is for ISP, and standard VLAN is for enterprises. And by default, VLAN exists on all switches. VLAN 1 exists on all switches, and one VLAN means one broadcast domain. By default, all ports of switches belongs to VLAN 1, and VLAN database is stored in that VLAN.dat file into the flash memory. Fine. Now here I am going to design one topology. First, I will have switch 1 and I will have 4 router. I will use these router as a end devices. First of all, I am going to show you basic configuration. Router 2, router 3, router 4. This is my switch 1. R1, R2, R3 and R4. IP address over here is 10.1.1.1. IP address over here is 10.1.1.2. IP address on router 3 is 10.1.1.3, and IP address on router 4 is 10.1.1.4. This is 0/1, 0/1 of switch 1. This is 0/2. 0/2 of switch 1 is connected with router 2, and this is 0/3. 0/3 of switch 1 is connected with router 3, and this is 0/4. 0/4 of switch 1 is connected with router 4. I am going to disable routing on these router. Okay, I am using router as a end devices. Okay, after that I will configure some VLAN on this switch, and we will put some interfaces in VLAN. Why it's not working? Okay. Let me copy the diagram and I am going to paste it in, let's say, Microsoft whiteboard, so that topology and console both should be visible to us. Okay, this is my topology and here I have console. First of all, on switch number 1, how to verify VLAN? How to check VLAN database?
Show VLAN.
So VLAN brief.
Brief.
So there are some VLAN like VLAN 10, 20, 30, yes or no? 100. So I am going to delete this VLAN first of all on this switch. No VLAN 124094. What it's saying? When I am running no VLAN 124096, this switch is saying by default VLAN 1 may not be deleted. Means we cannot delete VLAN 1 and we cannot delete VLAN 1002 also, VLAN 1003, VLAN 1004 and 1005. These VLANs are by default VLAN and we cannot delete it. So I am going to run command no VLAN 2, let's say 222 100 or 500 or 4094. So except these VLAN, I have deleted all other VLAN. If you will check VLAN database now, so VLAN brief, you can see VLAN 10 is removed, 20 is removed, 100 is removed. Yes, and all interfaces are in which VLAN? Are in VLAN 1. That is the reason these router, this is my router 1, I am going to configure IP as well. Interface F0/0, IP address is 10.1.1.1, 255.255.255.0, exit and no IP routing. Router 2, ten dot one dot one dot two 255.255.255.0, exit, no IP routing. And PC4. Done. And PC1 can ping to PC2, like router 1 can ping to any other router, router 2, router 3, router 4, 2. See, it will work because by default all interface of switch belongs to same VLAN. That means all these router are member of same broadcast domain. But if I want that router 1 should not be able to communicate with any other router, so what I can do, I can put router 1 interface in any other VLAN. Let me create one VLAN over here, VLAN 10, exit, and here I can define name as well. Let's say I want to configure name of VLAN 10, name. Any name we can configure over here. Okay, let's say VLAN 10. After that, if you want to put any interface in VLAN, what is the process of VLAN membership? I have to go to interface 1/0, interface F1/0/1 and switch port access VLAN 10. Now this particular interface is in VLAN 10 and all rest ports are in VLAN 1. So VLAN brief. Okay, this interface is in VLAN 10 and all other ports are in default VLAN in VLAN 1. So now can router 1 ping to router 2? Will it work, guys? If I will ping,
No, sir.
it will not work. Now, why ping is not working? Where traffic is dropping, and how switch is dropping the traffic? Who will explain the process? Anyone have doubt? So MAC address table dynamic VLAN 10. So MAC address table dynamic VLAN 20. Okay. So whenever switch receive frame, switch is not going to check their entire MAC address table. Okay. Till now just we had discussed this only. Switch is going to check MAC address table for that VLAN where switch is receiving traffic. For that VLAN where switch is receiving the traffic, for that VLAN only. Let's say switch is receiving traffic on fast Ethernet 1/0/1 and 0/1 is member of VLAN 10. So it will check MAC address table for VLAN 10 only. Receiving traffic frame receiving interface belongs to VLAN 20, so it will check MAC address table for 20. If receiving interface is in VLAN 30, so it will check MAC address table for VLAN 30. That's it. Any doubt, any confusion here till here? Tell me, guys. If you don't have any confusion, let me know so that I can move further. Okay, no doubt.
No, sir.
Okay, next thing is VLAN states. How many states we have in VLAN? How many of you know about VLAN state, guys?
Don't have an idea.
Active and disable.
Active. Okay, first one is very good. Active. Second one is suspend. Suspend. And third one is inactive. Inactive is also one state, or we cannot say inactive is a state, we can say shutdown. What is the difference between suspend and shutdown? What is the difference between suspend and shutdown? Let me discuss one by one all. First, active. Active means VLAN is present in VLAN database as well as working fine. VLAN is present as well as it's working fine. It's working fine. Then states of VLAN will be active. If that VLAN is exist in VLAN database and that VLAN is working fine as well. Okay. Suspend means what? Suspend means VLAN is present in the database. VLAN is present in VLAN database, but VLAN is not working fine. It is not in working state. Not in working state. And third one is shutdown. We will see practically all state, don't worry. Okay. Here I should mention inactive also. It will be more clear for you. Let me mention inactive also. Inactive. Inactive means, you know, VLAN is not present in the database. VLAN is not present in VLAN database. But VLAN is not present in VLAN database, but ports are member of that VLAN. Few ports are in that VLAN. So that port state will be inactive. But there are some ports in that VLAN. And shutdown means what? The last one, shutdown means if you want to stop the working of a particular VLAN, you can configure shutdown. Shutdown means stop working VLAN on local switch. This is the difference between suspended and shutdown. Guys, suspended means also what? VLAN is present in the database but not working, right? Shutdown means also what? VLAN is present in the database but not in the working state. But then what is the difference? Shutdown means you have shut down the VLAN on a local switch, and there is one protocol called VTP. So when we will understand VTP, you will see VTP is used to actually propagate VLAN information. So if we have 10 number of switches and we want to synchronize the VLAN database on all switches, so for that purpose we are using VTP. So if you want to suspend or shut down a particular VLAN in entire VTP domain, then you should shut down the VLAN. And if you want to stop a VLAN on a particular switch, then you should use shutdown. That means if you want to stop a VLAN on a particular switch, then you should shut down the VLAN. If you want to stop the VLAN in entire VTP domain, then you should use shutdown. Getting my point? And we can't suspend or down VLAN 1. We cannot suspend or down VLAN 1. Let me show you. Here, if I will try to suspend, let's say VLAN 1, and I am going to say state suspend. Nothing will happen with this command. Do so VLAN brief. Okay, so we cannot suspend VLAN 1. I'm going to say no to this command. If I want to suspend, let's say VLAN 10, now state is active. Now state is active for of VLAN 1 also, and VLAN 10 also, VLAN 20 also. You have seen that I cannot suspend VLAN 1. If I am running this command suspend, state suspend, still I am able to see VLAN 1 is active. Fine. So I am going to run no to this command, and I am going to try to suspend, let's say, any other VLAN. VLAN 10 state and state suspend, and do so VLAN brief. What happened?
Sir,
Stop, I think. What I am saying, if you want to stop a particular VLAN on a local switch, then you will shut down the VLAN. If you want to suspend or stop the VLAN in entire VTP domain, then you will suspend the VLAN. That's it. And you know, if I will try to create extended VLAN over here, let's say VLAN 1006, this is extended VLAN, exit, do so VLAN brief. There is one VLAN. There is one VLAN, that means this switch have transparent mode by default, VTP mode server. On transparent mode switch we can create extended VLAN. So that's why here I am able to create this VLAN. You know, when I try to configure VTP mode server, it's saying device mode can't be VTP server because extended VLAN exists. And now I can configure VTP mode server. And if VTP mode is server or client, then we cannot create extended VLAN over here. VLAN 1006. If I will exit from here, you can see fail to commit extended VLAN. So on normal switches, if VTP mode is server and client, then we cannot create extended VLAN. For now, just you know, you need to keep in mind that extended VLAN is used in ISP side. Now we are not learning extended VLAN. Just we are understanding extended VLAN. We can create extended VLAN only on transparent mode switch. And now if anyone is thinking that what is transparent mode switch, then what, don't worry guys. Okay, after that, if you want to see VLAN file, VLAN database, so you will check flash memory. So flash, and this command will show me entire flash. So I am going to say include VLAN dot dat. So you can see this is VLAN database. So when you are running command no VLAN 10, still your VLAN information is there inside this VLAN.dat file. So if you want to delete the VLAN, you have to delete this file. So what command I can run? Delete flash. And after that, if I will delete the flash memory of this switch, okay, then you know what will happen. So delete flash, hit enter, and after that very carefully you have to provide the name VLAN.dat. I want to delete only this file. Delete flash VLAN.dat file, yes, and so VLAN brief. Still VLAN 10 and 20 is there. How guys? Now who will explain this? Who will explain this? And why VLAN 10 is suspend and shut down? Because I have run the command now. So let me say VLAN 10 first, no state suspend and no shutdown. So VLAN brief. Okay, now VLAN 10 is active. If I will delete VLAN 10 from here, then what will happen? No VLAN 10. I'm going to run this command no VLAN 10, and now again I am going to check so VLAN brief. Now guys, the port which was member of VLAN 10, where is those port?
VLAN 1.
Where no, here we are not able to see 0/1 2, 0/1 port and 2 port. Here 0/3 is there, 4 is there, 5 is there, 6 is there, rest ports are there, but 0/1 and 2 has gone. So if you have assigned any port in a VLAN and if you have delete that VLAN, then that port will not show you in show VLAN brief. For that, if you will check here we have one command, so interface f1/0/1 and switch port. Switch port is port of switch, means layer 2 port, and you can see access mode VLAN 10 and inactive. So this is the third state of VLAN. This port is access port for VLAN 10, but VLAN 10 is not available. Then it will show you inactive state. Getting my point? So how to correct it? Again, I have two options. Either I can configure VLAN 10 over here, or I can say interface range f1/0/1 to 2 and switch port access VLAN 1. I have manually put these two interface in VLAN 1 now. So VLAN brief. Now you can see 0/1 and 2 is in VLAN 1. Okay. Any doubt till here to anybody? No doubt. So first way to identify the VLAN is show VLAN brief command. Second command that we have discussed is show VLAN summary command. After that we had run show interface f1/0/3 and switch port. This port will also show me. Show interface f1/0/3. This port will also show me that this port is a access port for which VLAN? For VLAN 20. Okay. Is it clear? Okay, so we have two types of protocol for tagging on the trunk link. One is .1q and another one is ISL. Okay, so let me design this topology first in rack. Here I am going to design the topology. I am going to access switch 2. Between switch 1 and switch 2, I am using link number 19 and 20. So I am going to down up interface. First I am going to down all interface, and then I will up interface f1/0/19 to 20. And say no set. I am going to do same thing on switch number 1 also. Config T interface interface range f1/0/19 to 20 and say no set. Do so CDP neighbor. What is the other command to check directly connected device? Means directly connected port where device is connected. Because in real time we will not use CDP. CDP is not secure protocol. For security purpose.
Show ARP, sir.
What?
Show ARP.
So ARP.
MAC address table.
Show ARP will not work.
What? So MAC address table. Oh. No guys, so MAC address table is not also right answer. Command is show interface status include connected. Okay. Real time you will see CDP is disabled. no CDP run, no CDP run. Now we cannot run, so CDP neighbor command. CDP is not enabled, so you will use show interface status connected command. And show interface status also you can use. See, status of port can be three things. One, connected, means port is connected. Second, disable, that means port is shut down. And third can be not connected. Not connected means line protocol is down. If I will down, let's say router 3 interface, because router I am going to connect router 3 to switch number 2, interface F0/0, no IP address and shut down. And I am going to say interface F0/1, no shutdown, and IP address is 10.1.1.3.255.255.255.0. Now router 3 is connected with switch 2, and so router 4 should be also connected with switch 2. So interface F0/0, no IP address and shutdown, and exit interface F0/1, and IP address is 10.1.1.4.255.255.255.0 and say no set. Okay. Now on router number switch number 1, again I am going to run show interface status. See, these two interfaces are not connected. Are in which VLAN? In VLAN 20. Okay. So I am going to down these two interface as well on switch number 1, because I am not going to use these two interface over here. Range 0/32 1/0/32 say shutdown, and no VLAN 20 as well, and interface switch port access VLAN 1 also I have run the command. So interface status 0/1 0/2 both are connected. 0/1 is connected with router 1, 0/2 is connected with router 2, and 0/90 and 0/20 is also connected. 0/90 is 0/90 and 20 is the connection between switch 1 and switch 2. Okay, I'm going to check switch 2. So interface status, and all ports are disabled, only these two ports are connected, and here PC3 router 3 is connected, router 4 is connected. So I'm going to up these two interface as well. Interface range F1/0/324 and say no set. So hope topology is visible to everyone. Switch is connected with router 3 and router 4, and switch 1 is connected with router 1 and router 2. Ping 10.1.1.2. I'm not able to ping PC2. So VLAN brief 0/1 port is member of VLAN 10. Interface and F1/0/1 no switch port access VLAN 10. Automatically this port will enter in VLAN 1. And now I am going to verify the connectivity between router 1 and router 2. Okay, now router 1 is able to ping router 2, router 3. Why it is not able to ping router 3? So VLAN brief 0/3 and 0/4 is member of VLAN 1. Okay, that is fine. And router 2, so IP interface brief exclude unassign. This interface is up, okay, and I think no IP routing is not running here. So IP interface brief exclude unassign. That is fine. Ten dot 4, okay. Why PC1 is not able to ping router 1 is not able to ping router 3? Ping should work, yaar. Ping should work. Why it's not working? I'm going to ping from router 2 to router 4. Router 3 is able to ping. Why only router 1 is not able to ping? Okay, PC2 means router 2 is able to ping 4. There is some problem on router number 1, switch number 1 then, definitely. So interface F1/0/1 and switch port. What happened to this router? This router have MAC address as well. There is entry in MAC address table of switch as well. Wait, 0/3 0/4 9020, okay. No, router 1 should ping. Why router 1 is not pinging? So this is what should I check now? I have checked everything. Let me do one thing. From PC number 3 I am going to ping router 1. Oh, PC 3 is also able to ping router 1. Now it's pinging. Okay, don't know why it was not pinging. Okay, now PC router 1 is able to ping router 3 and router 1 is able to ping router 4 also. Now it's not pinging router 4. First I have to ping from router number 4. Okay. I think so on switch there is some misconfiguration. Because of that it's maybe not working. Okay guys, leave. On switch number 1 I am going to put router 1 in VLAN 10. Router 1 in VLAN 10. Interface F1/0/1. This interface connected with router 1. So switch port access VLAN 10. Exit. Interface F1/0/2. Switch port access VLAN 20. Okay. And on switch number 2 I am going to put router number 3 in VLAN 10 and router 4 in VLAN 20. Interface F1/0/3. Switch port access VLAN 10. Exit. And interface F1/0/4. Switch port access VLAN 20. Right now PC1 can ping to PC3 but not ping to PC4. But still it is not able to actually ping PC3 because we need to configure trunk between switch 1 and switch 2. Or I have two link. I can configure one link in VLAN 10 and one link in VLAN 20. But I will not do that. I am going to configure trunk. Interface F1/0/19. Switch port mode trunk. See, command is rejected. Why? Because before configuring trunk you have to specify the encapsulation protocol. You have to specify encapsulation protocol, and interface whose trunk encapsulation is auto. Trunk encapsulation is by default auto, cannot be configured to trunk. Okay, so I am going to say switch port trunk encapsulation, and you can see I have two options, two protocol, .1q and ISL. For now I am going to use .1q protocol. Okay, tomorrow also we will discuss on it, so we will understand all these things like negotiation. We will disable the negotiation, everything I will show you. Here I have defined encapsulation protocol .1q, and now switch port mode trunk. Okay, now it have accepted the command. After that interface interface range f1/0/19 to 20, and switch port access VLAN, sorry, switch port mode trunk. So switch port trunk encapsulation .1q and switch port mode trunk. That's it. Okay. On switch number 1, I think I have configured trunk to one port only, 0/19. So I'm going to configure 0/20 also as trunk link. Interface f1/0/20, switch port trunk encapsulation .1q and switch port mode trunk. Right. Now how to verify the trunk? How to verify trunk link?
So interface trunk.
Yes, very good. So interface trunk. Guys, here one very interesting thing is that is none for interface f0/20. Okay, we will discuss this also tomorrow, or maybe let's see today. This is very interesting. Okay, now 0/19 and 0/20 is my trunk port. Mode is on. We have protocol as well for trunking, that is DTP. You will understand in next class. DTP is the protocol which is used for trunking dynamically, to form dynamically trunking. But here mode is on, that means we have configured trunking manually. Encapsulation protocol on both interfaces .1q and status is trunking, and native VLAN is VLAN 1. Now question is, what is native VLAN? Who will explain the native VLAN?